Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here, bringing you some more naval action. So, we're just going to be sailing around Benai for a little bit today, hopefully get into a bit of a decent fight, and a little later on we'll head back to Oranjestad and check out some of the potential trade routes heading out of the Dutch home port. Apparently there's one reasonably close. Island Harbour, I believe. So there's a Cerberus down there. I'm not too keen on picking that fight, to be honest, as I don't think we'd be able to do very well in the Navy Brig. Hopefully we'll be able to spot some traders. I mean, it hasn't been too long since we were last on, and the area was teeming with traders. Privateer and privateer, not much of a challenge, and not going to get us too much of a reward. Apparently there were shallows there. Guess we're a little close to the coast. No, I'm not a fan of this at all. Well, okay, looks like we're going to have a little bit of a scuffle with the Cerberus, I guess. As long as we can keep the wind, I'll be reasonably happy. Though we're not going to be in an optimal position, it's still better than having them behind us. So what we're going to do is we're just really going to have to chance it. 13 guns to our 9. It isn't awful. If we get double shot loaded and we can hold the wind, we might be in with half a chance. I mean, I should be able to do this, but you know me and sailing. Still something I need to work on. Oh yes, and we finally got a back gun. Gonna hold ourselves on sailing for the moment just so everything goes a little bit more smoothly. A little bit smoother, I should say. Avoided a good portion of the damage there, which is nice. Only really getting hit by their rear guns. Now we want to pass them in such a way that we're going to be able to get shots off from both our sides. The less exposure we can have to their guns, the better. Oh, they're reloaded already apparently. Okay. A few fairly high shots there, but it's alright. And now we're going to want to get some shots off and then swing back round as quickly as possible. Did we... Ah dear. Rushed it a little bit quickly, thought that first shot was good. Clearly wasn't. Just going to hold this course for a moment. Let them fire off. Switch up to gunnery, actually. Well, we're not in a great position and we've lost a lot of our guns. If we can get some decent shots off in the stern here, it might be alright. But we're not actually going to be ready to fire, unfortunately. I know we are presenting our rear to them. However, we got fairly lucky, and most of the shots ricocheted. Taking on a little bit of water. Okay, that is a fast reload time they've got. So they are reloading their standard guns. A cannonade's now slower to reload. I thought they were actually faster still. I mean, clearly not, but that is going to put us at a big disadvantage. We're going to pop a repair here. Yeah, huh. I just was under the impression carronades were faster. But they're getting reloaded in about half the time it takes us. Might switch back up to standard guns then. I mean, damage from carronades is great, but with a reload time like that, I'm definitely favouring the standard guns. That shot for a little while, gave us a chance to reload and get ourselves turned about. Okay, maybe I might have to eat my words. So they seem to have increased the amount of time it takes to reload the carronades, but they do more damage. Seems like a heck of a lot of damage. And also, looks like they're gonna explode, which is great. Might even be able to capture them. Depending on the condition they're in, of course. Probably want to be, I think 400's good. Never mind, they've got it under control. Ah, that was looking good for a minute there. Only problem with being careful with fire, of course, it does put you rather out. Pump's gone. Let's switch up to gunnery just for the moment so we can get our reloads off. Going to pop our pump repair. So we're going to expose our rear here to get probably shot off. I'm not so keen for them to hit us too many times in our front, and also if we do a decent turn arc here, we should be able to get them with both our port and starboard sides. Short. Still right here. Well, they've pulled off the sharper turn. Never mind, they've decided to bail out of that turn. Good for us, I suppose. Eesh, our rudder. And everything's going to pretty much be down. Popping our last repair here. This should hopefully be the end of it. Quite surprised how well we did. Despite the long reload time, carronades are actually more effective now, which is nice. And we got very lucky with some of the hits we took. Probably afford to switch to gunnery, but I mean it's going down anyway, so that's all going to work out quite nicely. I must say, I am surprised. Thought we would come off far worse than we actually did. Alrighty. Well, we don't have any extra repairs, so we'll leave the battle. See what we got as a result of that. That's pretty darn good. Not sure if it'll cover the repair costs, but the XP's pretty solid. Well, looks like we might have a hunt round and see if we can engage some similar sized ships to the Cerberus. And we'll take a break for the moment, and when we come back, we'll hopefully bring you guys another match or something interesting. See you shortly. Hello everyone, Death Stimulator here again, and we've decided to come back to Oranjestad, and we've just spotted a bell pool as we're making our way towards Island Harbour. So we're going to have a go at fighting it, see how we do. I haven't actually had a chance to play with a bell pool, whether it's been in a game or even against one, so it'll be a novel experience. I don't think they're terribly better than the Cerberus, rather. Actually, never mind, we're not going near that. Sorry, I'm just looking at the the number of... you know what, bugger it. It'll be a good experience one way or the other. I actually thought it had more guns there. But it's got... what's it called? A section there where it won't have any. So... that's good. We ended up with it downwind of us, or upwind of us rather, which is annoying. But it's not so bad now. I love the fact that the AI doesn't just sit downwind anymore. Upwind, whichever. It's not 19 guns, really. It's slightly better than I expected. I thought it would have more. Guess it's 14 guns bottom, 5 top. Which isn't too bad, and provided we can kind of stick to the middle of the ship when it's firing, we should avoid the majority of the damage. Yeah, at the same time, we'll have to play a little bit more seriously. There's less room for mistakes. Which is alright. Alright, so if we're going to get hit by anywhere, we're going to get hit by the front section. Oh, Stash has joined. Well, alright, this should be a fairly quick match. A Constitution on our side is certainly going to swing things in our favour just a little bit. Hope we didn't drag them in. Actually, they dropped in afterwards, after the battle had started, so never mind, we couldn't have dragged them in. Wouldn't mind sinking it quickly. Oh, geez, we took a fairly bad shot to our stern there. Have to be careful because we're unfortunately going to end up taking a rather solid broadside here. Hopefully we'll be... no, we're not going to be low enough. I was hoping for a minute that we might have been low enough to avoid the majority of the damage. Oof, okay. Another thing to consider, the armour on the bell pool is really good. At least I'm assuming, judging by the ricochets that we got close range with carronades. That's a fairly nice raking shot from Stash and Constitution there. Alright, yeah, we would have been absolutely crushed here. Fortunately, we have been saved. Excuse me. Gonna pop our first armor, I think, here. Just get that kind of out of the way. Looks like they're lining up for a nice broadside. Or they're just gonna board it. One of the two. Well, it looks like we're going to be the ones hit with a nice broadside. reasonable volley off against them, and actually avoided most of the shots somehow. One thing I haven't actually talked about very much is the fact that you've got a bit more smoke occurring now, which presents all sorts of tactical opportunities, at least in player versus player matches. Imagine the smoke doesn't really have any effect on the AI, or at least I wouldn't imagine it would have much of an effect. Gets his full volley off against us. Doesn't look like we'll have... Oh, maybe. Yes, okay, good. Oh, provided they don't decide to shoot us. Anytime soon. No, never mind. We're going to cop a full one. And then we'll probably have to back off and stash and finish them up. Maybe popping up pump repair here. Get out of Stash's way, basically. Well, it's nice to see the AI doesn't just fire off blindly. Then it'll hold its shots until it gets a bit more of a reasonable position. I'm just going to go and hide behind the Consti at the moment. Get a Tren. That is a Consti. Constitution. That is good. The enemy ship's not quite in its death throes yet. We're not reaching them yet. Thank goodness for Stash. Saving our butts here. Gonna pop out and then kind of, I guess, duck around, see if we can get back behind the Constitution. Much higher than I probably wanted there. Now that they've fired off that volley against Stash, I was kind of hoping that we might be able to avoid getting shot at, but they've very astutely turned back towards us, meaning unless we can pull off a reasonably quick turn here, we're probably going to cop a broadside. Which is indeed the case. Though most of their shots seem to have missed us. So we were very, very lucky. Got my sides mixed up, thought we weren't loaded. Yeah, on the other side. Okay, we're going to have to pop our final repair and basically just put the distance between ourselves and Foxy. Bellpool, definitely a tougher customer than Cerberus, by a good stretch. Fortunately, Stash was here to save us and basically carry us out of this bad situation. Lesson learned. Bellpool, nice ship. Potentially something for us to work towards. I like it a lot, even though it's a little bit heavy. Ooh, felt that. Even though it's a little bit heavy in the rear with its guns. But yes. Teach us to pick on things too big for us to handle. Hopefully. Probably not. Probably do it again at some point. Right, well, with our repairs used up again, we'll probably leave the match as soon as the Bellpool is sunk. See what we got out of it, if anything. I mean, we'll get a little bit of money, a little bit of XP. And then we continue on to Island Harbour and have a look at what resources are available. And if we'll be able to make any decent money doing a little bit of trade. Probably want to stick around for the ship to sink. Interesting porthole at the back there. And there it goes. Alright, let's leg it. Less XP, bit more money. So probably don't want to be doing that again anytime soon. Alright, well, take a break for a moment, and when we come back, we'll check out that trading route. See you shortly. Hi guys, I was going to do a little bit of the trading stuff about different trade routes, but I'm having some issues logging in. My connection to the rest of the internet's fine, so it appears to just be an issue with the servers for Open World. So once again, going to probably be a bit of a shorter episode. As usual, thank you very much for watching. If you did enjoy the video, do let us know, and please consider liking, commenting, favouriting, or subscribing, as your support does mean the world to me. I'll see you all next time.